30th Sutra of the Samadhipada Patanjali Yoga Darshana is a very, very important sutra which gives the various impediments, disturbances of the chitta. Actually, it lists about 9 disturbances, the impediments, the difficulties, the problems. So this sutra is considered to be one of the most vital sutra for every sadhaka to judge, to know what are the impediments. Antarayas it is called. Sutra number 30. Vyadhistyana samshaya pramadalasya avirati bhranti darshanalabdhapurvikatvan anavasthitattvani chitta vikshepaste antarayaha. Vyadhistyana samshaya pramadalasyan avirati bhranti darshana alabdha bhumikatvan anavasthitattvani chitta vikshepaha te antarayaha. Vyadhi, sthana, samshaya, pramada, alasya, avirati, bhranti darshana, alabdha bhumikatva, anavasthitatva, chitta vikshepaha te antarayaha. This is the various words involved in that, and the meanings of the each word Maharshi Patanjali used, as we are seeing, conveys a lot of meaning. The word Vyadhi is sickness, disease. In this particular sutra, it is the physical disease. Vyadhi. Sthana. Sthana is dullness, languor. Then samshaya, doubt, doubting, doubtfulness. Pramada is carelessness. Alasya is laziness. Avirati, sensuality. Bhranti darshana, a delusory viewpoint. Bhranti darshana, a wrong viewpoint. Delusory viewpoint. Alabdha is non-attainable, not achievable, not attainable. Bhumikatva is the foundation, a status, a stage. Bhumikatva is actually a stage or a foundation or a condition of inability to attain a particular stage. That is the alabdha bhumikatva. Anavasthitatva is not stable, instability. Chitta is, of course, is the chitta. Vikshepa is the disturbances, distractions. Of course, te is the grammatical dose. Antarayaha. Antaraya is an impediment. Antarayaha, impediments, hurdles. So these are the 9 hurdles Maharshi Patanjali enumerates, actually lists. And these impediments, as we see, there are mostly psychological, mental, few are at the physical level. Vyadhi, sthana, samshaya, pramada, alasya, avirati, bhranti darshana, alabdha bhumikatva, anavasthitatva. These are the antarayas. Vikshepas, antarayas. Vyadhi, we know it is a disease. And it is generally considered as the physical, material, bodily disease. Though we feel most of the physical ailments, bodily diseases are external causes of the mind or sometimes of the body, but Patanjali hints, almost confirms and says that even the bodily diseases have their root cause in the disturbance of the mind. The modern medicine, which we see as the psychosomatic ailments, Maharshi Patanjali makes a statement in Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Of course, Vyadhi is, in our tradition, it is the loss of equilibrium of the Sapta Dhatus. That's why it is called as Dhatu Rasa Karana Vaishamyam. Vaishamyam is imbalance. There is a disturbance in equilibrium of the dhatus, sapta dhatus which we have. That means it is loss of equilibrium doesn't mean all dhatus should be present in the same quantity or percentage. No. Loss of equilibrium or vaishamyam means how much should be one particular dhatu, and if it is more or less is the vaishamyam. There is a disturbance of the equilibrium, and that is the vyadhi. Indian tradition, we have a beautiful science, the Ayurveda. Yoga Vasishtha actually divides, makes a division of the vyadhis into two. Adhija vyadhis, anadhija vyadhis. Adhi is a stress or a tension in the mind. Anadhi, without stress and tension. Diseases caused out of stress and tension, and diseases which are not concerned with the stress and diseases. Of course, here Vyadhi is what is referred as is concerned with the imbalances, disturbances set in the dhatus. So a vyadhi is a impediment. It is a distraction. It's a hurdle for the practice of yoga. And of course, it will be a big obstacle for a sadhaka on the way towards the Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Vyadhi is given. Sthana. Sthana is the dullness. Not ready to work. A sense of dullness, lethargic. Alasya is also almost same. But generally, sthana, that is the dullness or languor, is more mental and psychological, and alasya is more physical and bodily. Both are almost same, laziness. So sthana is the dullness, alasya is the laziness. One concerned mostly with the mind, the other concerned mostly with the body. Then shamshaya is a doubt. A sadhaka having a doubt on his own practice. A sadhaka having a doubt on what the Shastra says. A sadhaka has a doubt on his own guru. It will be a block, an impediment, a hurdle for his progress. Having a doubt on the practice which he has taken up. And having a doubt on the efficacy of the practice, having a doubt on the importance of the practice, having a doubt on the system of the practice, samshaya is a great impediment. That's why it is said that once a person takes up the sadhana, it should be nisamshaya, no doubts. To vyadhi, sthana, samshaya, pramada, a sense of carelessness, heedlessness, no caution, no care is taken. Lot of people we see who will be practicing, especially the practical dimensions of the yoga, the asana, pranayama, kriyas, bandhas. If you don't take care, if there is carelessness, if the caution is not observed, that will be an impediment and a hurdle in the final results. The purpose of the yoga itself gets defeated. So pramada is another impediment. So vyadhi, sthana, samshaya, pramada, alasya, avirati. Avirati. There is a double negative in this. Rati is fondness, attachment, liking, sensuality, sensual liking. Virati is not having that. But avirati is not having that. Means actually it is a sensuality. Why the double negative is used is to emphasize the importance of it. So sensuality, a sense of fondness, too much of attachment, that is another impediment, hurdle, antaraya it is. Avirati is very difficult to remove the attachment. Struggling to remove the attachment, but not able to do that. That is the state of the avirati. Then Bhranti Darshana. Terrible it is. Bhranti Darshana. Darshana is a viewpoint. Darshana also means a philosophical view and also a normal viewpoint or a vision. Bhranti Darshana, a wrong philosophical viewpoint, a wrong understanding of the philosophical viewpoint, a false viewpoint. Bhranti it is, delusion, wrong. What is the correct viewpoint of the yoga? What is the correct viewpoint of the techniques? What are the correct viewpoint of the philosophy of the Yoga Darshana? That is one side. And having a wrong viewpoint, Bhranti Darshana, is more dangerous. Similarly, another importance of the word Bhranti Darshana is one may have a wrong view of himself, especially in the third chapter of the Yoga Darshana. Maharshi will be explaining about the various siddhis. And when some benefits, some siddhis will come, person will have a wrong prestige. People will be touching the feet. And he will be becoming a sense of ego. This is another Bhranti Darshana. A wrong, false image of oneself. A wrong, false view of himself. This is the Bhranti Darshana. Of course, as I said, two dimensions. One is the wrong philosophical viewpoint and the wrong view about himself. False view. Then, alabdha bhumikatvat. Alabdha is non-attainable, non-reachable. Bhumikatvat, a status, a foundation. The sadhaka will be struggling, striving, putting full efforts, but unable to reach a particular state. That is called as the alabdha, non-attainable, bhumikatvat. Then anavasthitatvat. Another thing is, after attaining a particular state, after reaching a particular state, Avasthitatva is not there. Means stability is not there. That's why it is called anavasthitatva of the chitta. Vikshepa. These are the chitta vikshepas. Vikshepa. Disturbances, distractions, impediments. Antaraya. That is the impediments. So, vyadhisthana samshaya pramada alasya avirati bhranti darshana alabdha bhumikatvat anavasthitatvani chitta vikshepa te antarayaha. How beautifully Maharshi Patanjali lists out the important 9 antarayas. Swami Vivekananda suggests, writing a commentary on this particular sutra, he says, one will have difficulties, but the only solution is persevere, continue, as all progress proceeds by rise and fall. Let us not be afraid, let us not be disheartened, persevere, full efforts. We shall achieve what is to be achieved. We shall rise ourselves and be close to the Chitta Vritti Nirodha. So it's a very important sutra where the 9 antarayas, impediments, hurdles were listed by Maharshi Patanjali. There may be many, but these are the 9 major or maybe classifications, pointers. So let us see what is the other dimensions which we shall continue in our next sutra. Shanti Shanti Shanti.